what's going on, chess fanatics? We are here filling in for the Lichess 45-45, round 4. Not really sure what season it is, but yeah, should be an interesting episode. I have not played any type of classical on Lichess, I think, for a little while. I was in one of the seasons a couple months ago, and yeah, here we are, just subbing in for round 4. I got an offer to sub in for round 5 as well. And yeah, I think we should probably get maybe a challenge from the opponent in a second or two. Okay, here we go. And we shall open up with F4. Why not do something a little bit different? Okay, so opponent hits us with D5. Maybe C5. Not really sure what our opponent will play. I did take a look earlier and didn't see any significant games in this structure. So I thought, hey, you know what? Might be a good time to do just that, right? Okay, so no point in getting super fancy. I think we'll play E3. We'll look to play B3. Fianchetto the bishop. Maybe bring out the other bishop if we get the opportunity. Castle. Have ourselves a game. So obviously our opponent is, you know, good bit higher rated than me, but that's okay. I think maybe I have like a 20 or 30% chance of winning these. Okay, so when this comes out, I think it's fairly common. We'll just pin. Now we can play b3, look to get the bishop out. If at any point they play a6, we'll likely yeah, okay. So we'll just make that exchange. I think bishop takes, probably best. I don't think you really want to double this up. I mean, I've already played b3. Got to remember to take some time in this game. I think it's something that I don't do often enough, right? You kind of just get in that blitz mode. I think that's what's so nice about the Lichess, both the Lone Wolf and the team-based games for the 45-45. I'm probably going to sign up and do the 45-45 for next season. Maybe the Lone Wolf as well. Lone Wolf is nice because it's 30-minute with 30-second increment. So it kind of just allows you to get through things a tad bit quicker. But yeah. In regards to this position right now, I think we're looking pretty good. I mean, we got b3 coming. This knight, of course, loves to jump into f5, both potentially attacking any bishop capture and just looking at a weak pawn here. So it's tempting to think of a response just going for f3, or sorry, knight f5. But I think, I mean, if we do that, then what? Then they fianchetto, then we can't bring our queen over. You know what? I still think probably best to just play bishop b3 and just clamp down on this square. Although we would be threatening, if we do play this, we are threatening, of course, to threaten their structure. Okay, let's just keep pressure here on this long diagonal. And if he looks to come in here, we'll probably just play a4. Okay. Kind of loses some control here. I mean, do we just look to clamp down, or do we get a little bit aggressive? I think we might play d3 just to clamp down on the c4 square, and then maybe we'll look to play knight bd2. A lot of times you can develop here to c3 as well, but you know, if we do play this, it's a pretty forcing move. He's going to have to do something. Okay, let's just stick with the forcing moves for now. Still could be looking at this. Problem is, if he plays b3, then we were to capture, this rook could be left hanging in the corner. Of course, we'd have to move the queen away first. Otherwise, we just blunder it. So I'm sure you guys got that though. So I think castles is a pretty logical move. D3 again, so we can just play knight BD2. Maybe we'll bring this knight over here once again, just to keep this E5 square nicely occupied. Wait, what about? Yeah. Okay. I think we just have to maybe look to retreat here. Tough to say. I think our structure's looking pretty good though. Just need to get ourselves castled. Okay. So I think the only move here is this. Maybe we'll just castle first. No point in getting super fancy here. We'll get this out of the way. We'll look to put some pressure here on f7. We still have these plans advancing, looking to bring this knight over, continue to occupy the e5 square. I mean, we might even see in the future like a h3, g4 kind of storm. Yeah, I was thinking this is probably a good move. Again, not a ton of squares, but what we're going to do is play d3 here, and we're going to take away the ability for our opponent to come in here. Our queen does a good job of taking these squares away from the knight. We still have this long-term pressure, and now we continue on with the plan. Knight to d2, knight bd2, and then bring it over here into f3. Yeah, good move. Doesn't want me to take the bishop. Makes sense. But if he ever plays d4, we're probably just going to play e4. Really keep this closed down. Okay, let's just continue with the plan. Get another horsey here. All will be good. We'll have ourselves a game. Okay, so we might look to develop this bishop out, try and exchange off one of the knights. But that might open up this diagonal. You can close off this bishop. Yeah, if we could get in a quick a3, bishop a3 in that scenario, that'd be great. But we might close this off too and be stuck with this backwards pawn. Who knows, then we could maybe drop a knight in, bring this one up through e5. Tough to say. Always lots of options. I mean, it's a good move, especially considering the fact that I was thinking, is there g4, g5? Obviously, he should castle at some point. Okay, I think what we'll do is just play an improving move. So we've got our queen lined up here. We'll probably look to put a3 on the board. Maybe rook over rook a to b1 here. And see if we can thwart any of his queenside play. Although there may not be a need to do that, because if he plays this, we'll always have a3. And if he takes, we'll take back with the bishop. So takes, knight in attacking the queen. Where's the queen go? Doesn't want to block this, so maybe let's just say queen back. All of a sudden we're putting a lot of pressure here. Let's go for that. Also opens this up. Might even entertain a rook lift. If at some point he brings this out, we might have knight back, for example. And if we can ever take this, we could have a nice fork. Obviously, he's got to move his queen right now, though, because it is hanging. But always rich with tactics in these types of positions. Bird is an interesting opening. Don't know a ton about it, but certainly know enough to play it. Some good courses out there for those who are interested. I think what we might try and do is, yeah, okay. So again, now we bring this out here. Take with check. Take, right? And then we win the rook. Is that not what's happening? Let's double check this. So queen. I guess he can just deal with the pressure. He doesn't actually need to push this. But if he does, take. Okay, so queen, if he comes over, let's say we take this, take with check. He blocks, we take, and then we win the rook. I'm pretty sure that just works. Okay, so he's definitely gonna be looking to trade this off. What about push? No, because then, okay, if we push, so let's say we take, he takes, I take. Yeah, I mean, Maybe it does work. Okay. Take. Yeah, I mean, let's go for it. I don't know. Looks like a tough position for our opponent here, but I can certainly blunder anything. I wouldn't put it past me. So if he goes here, we take back, and now we're defending this again with 2 pieces. And we're threatening coming in or playing pawn takes, check, and then ultimately queening. Can't push this. Could push this, but then actually probably rook takes, because then we'll be threatening rook in with a discovery. That would be pretty bad. Okay, so takes, about pushing. No, it doesn't. Okay, if we take, takes. Okay, so I was looking at takes, knight in. If takes, no, can't do it. Bummer. Okay. Maybe let's just double up on the F file. Otherwise, I mean, can try and get some play over here. Okay, you know what? I feel like we kind of have to take here. Oh. Okay, so doesn't have to take. He does, yeah. Okay, let's just bring a rook up, swing another one over, and continue that pressure here on f7. Too bad there's no sack. So we might look to install the queen over here. You know, if they attack, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could swing this rook over. Okay, so if he retreats, probably bishop takes. I mean, he can take that pawn. We'll just defend. I'm assuming he's going to take. I'll just pre-move that catcher. If takes. Yeah, makes sense. I think now we might play c4. If takes, obviously not great. Of course, he could take this way, I suppose. But then we take back. Same thing. Yeah. I was wondering about that. Okay, we can always put the queen in here. Should we do that to prevent them pushing? Why not, eh? Let's just stop that from happening. Still have ideas like a3. If this bishop ever moves, we're going to be having some attacks. Okay, so if we push this, if he pushes, we take. If he takes, we take. Yeah, okay. So what if we push this? If he does this, we do that. Try and chip it open. Let's go for it. I'm assuming he'll try and keep it closed down. Kind of what I thought. But now what if we push? So it takes. If he pushes, we'll have something like takes with check, for example. Yeah, I was wondering about queen over there. So takes, queen takes. Okay, what about, so let's see. Takes, I'm assuming queen takes. But then what about this? Take. Okay, so takes, queen. Now does he take this pawn? Take this pawn. Okay, let's go rook over. Keep the pressure. If takes, doesn't really have time to push this because we would take and that would open up check. Okay, so we could take. Okay, take. He can take, attack it. He can't take this because then rook in. Let's go for it. Okay, I gotta get the queen into the game here. This might be the quickest way, but what is best? If I go there, yeah, okay, push here. Probably just, yeah, push. About this. Okay, let's just attack a pawn. We don't really want that pawn, but okay, I mean, I feel like this is screaming to be played. Oh, just drops the queen. And opponent resigns. Yeah, I mean, that was an interesting one for sure. Our opponent was under a lot of pressure, I feel like, through the duration of the game, and finally made the ultimate blunder there at the end. That's all we got for today. Yeah, pretty interesting game. Maybe I'll take a look at the analysis a little bit later on, but yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.